to see. Nobody else to know that girl, not half as much as me. She cried so when I left her that it nearly broke her heart. And if we ever meet again, we never more will part. She's the sweetest girl in color that a poor boy ever knew. Her eyes are like the diamonds bright, they sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your mainland girls, to me there's none so grand. You'll find no girls to love you like the girls from Newfoundland. Oh, the cold, cold winds are a-howling and I think I've got to go to cross that briny ocean without a friend or foe. There'll be no one there to welcome me when I land upon the sand. But my Irish luck will be with me there, and my girl from Newfoundland. She's the sweetest girl in color that a poor boy ever knew. Her eyes are like the diamonds bright, they sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your mainland girls, to me there's none so grand. You'll find no girls to love you like the girls from Newfoundland. You'll find no girls to love you like the girls from Newfoundland. Oh, Kelly was an Irishman, there is no doubt of that. His mother's name was Bridget and his father's name was Pat. Old Kelly came from Ireland and was a lord back home to stay. And he left old Kelly's mountain top, which lured him all the way. Oh, the green and lofty mountain by the waters of Bridor, I've stood for many, many years and will stand for many more. It was the home of Kelly and beside his waters blue, because he was so lonely, Kelly made his Irish brew. Oh, one day as Mrs. Kelly went to climb the mountain top, said she to Mr. Kelly, oh, I'd like a little drop. Oh, because you see you'll get it, and he opened wide the door, and he pushed the poor old devil in the waters of Bridor. Oh, the green and lofty mountain by the waters of Bridor, I've stood for many, many years and will stand for many more. It was the home of Kelly and beside his waters blue, because he was so lonely, Kelly made his Irish brew. Oh, Kelly dearly loved the Highlands, but he couldn't live alone. And the breezes they kept calling, Kelly boy, you must come home. The breezes they kept calling night and day, and blowing down the mountain top, which lured him all the way. Oh, the green and lofty mountain by the waters of Bridor, I've stood for many, many years and will stand for many more. It was the home of Kelly and beside his waters blue, because he was so lonely, Kelly made his Irish brew. Oh, the green and lofty mountain by the waters of Bridor, I've stood for many, many years and will stand for many more. It was the home of Kelly and beside his waters blue, because he was so lonely, Kelly made his Irish brew. 1, 2, 3, 4. seaside one evening quite fair, to view the still waters and breathe the salt air. I spied an old fisherman singing his song. Won't you come take me back, boys, my time won't be long. Or wrap me up in me oilskins and jumpers. No more on your docks I'll be seen. Tell me old shipmates I'm taking it to rip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. Oh, Fiddler's Green is a place I fair tell, where fishermen go when they don't go to hell, where the sun always shines and the dolphins do play, and the cold coast of Greenland is far, far away. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumpers. No more on your docks I'll be seen. Tell me old shipmates I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. I don't want a harp or a halo, not me. Just give me the breeze off the deep rolling sea, and I'll play me old squeeze box as I sail along, with the wind in the rigging to sing me a song. Or wrap me up in me oilskins and jumpers. No more on your docks I'll be seen. Tell me old shipmates I'm taking it to rip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumpers. No more on your docks I'll be seen. Tell me old shipmates I'm taking it to rip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. My name is Peter Amberley, I'll give you to understand. I was born in Prince Edward Island, in that gay and virtuous land. In 1880, when the flowers were a brilliant hue, I left my native country, my fortune to pursue. I landed in New Brunswick, in that lumbering country. I hired to work in the lumbering woods just south of Miramichi. I hired to work in the lumbering woods where they cut the tall spruce down, while loading two sleds in the yard I received my deadly wound. There's danger on the ocean where the waves roll mountains high. There's danger on the battlefield where the angry bullets fly. There's danger in the lumbering woods where they cut the tall spruce there. And I'm a fallen victim of that great monstrous snare. Here's a due to Prince Edward Island and the island girl so true. Long may they live to roam her shores my first breath I drew. No more I'll see those lofty ships as they go sailing by, with banners blowing in the breeze against the canvas sky. Here I am sad and lonely out in the distant west. The pleasant dreams of bygone days, how night disturb my rest. While in this faithful heart of mine, forgotten never will be the days I spent with Molly Bawn, a-boating on Loch Lee. For she was young and slender and gentle as a fawn. Her eyes, they shine like diamonds bright or stars of early dawn. Her smile she had for everyone, but her kisses were all for me. And chance I gazed on Molly Bawn, a-boating on Loch Lee. When first I claimed her for my bride, how happy then was I. How pleasant were the hours of love, and how quickly they passed by. A pleasant voice rang in her ear, she was too good for me. When an angel claimed her for his own and took her from Loch Lee. For she was young and slender and gentle as a fawn. Her eyes, they shine like diamonds bright or stars of early dawn. Her smile she had for everyone, but her kisses were all for me. And chance I gazed on Molly Bawn, a-boating on Loch Lee. Here I have travelled this stormy world, my hair is silver dew. A pleasant tone brings in my ear, a tone I'll never subdue. Her pleasant form, her flashing eyes, her smiling face I can see. It is the face of Molly Bawn, a-boating on Loch Lee. For she was young and slender and gentle as a fawn. Her eyes, they shine like diamonds bright or stars of early dawn. Her smile she had for everyone, but her kisses were all for me. And chance I gazed on Molly Bawn, a-boating on Loch Lee. And chance I gazed on Molly Bawn, a-boating on Loch Lee. I once had a sweetheart and now I've got none. She's gone and left me, I live all alone. She's gone and she's left me, contented I'll be, for she loves another one better than me. Green grows the laurel, soft falls the dew. Sad was the night when I parted from you. And I hope our next meeting to you I'll prove through, and we'll change the green laurel to the red, white and blue. She wrote me a letter, all red rosy line. I wrote her another, all twisted in twine. Say you keep your love letters and I will keep mine. You write to your love and I'll write to mine. In green grows the laurel, soft falls the dew. Sad was the night when I parted from you. And I hope our next meeting to you I'll prove true, and we'll change the green laurel to the red, white and blue. Sometimes I wonder how women love men. Sometimes I wonder how men do love them. But experience teaches, and I'll have you to know, men are deceitful wherever they go. Green grows the laurel, soft falls the dew. Sad was the night when I parted from you. And I hope our next meeting to you I'll prove true, and we change the green laurel to the red, white and blue. She passes my window by day and by night. She passes my window by night and by day. And to see me sit there with another so gay, it wonders and wonders her poor heart away. Green grows the laurel, soft falls the dew. Sad was the night when I parted from you. And I hope our next meeting to you I'll prove true, and we change the green laurel to the red, white and blue. We change the green laurel to the red, white and she said she'd never forgive.
The house that we lived in was once filled with laughter, but I changed that laughter to tears. And now I live in a world without sunshine. Oh, how I wish you were here.
Shutters and boards covered the windows of the house where we used to live. All I have left is a heart full of sorrows, and she said she'd never forgive.
Last night I dreamt you came to our house to get an old book from the shelf. If you'll open the shutters, I'll tear down the board, 'cause I drove every nail by myself.
Shutters and boards covered the windows of the house where we used to live. All I have left is a heart full of sorrows, and she said she'd never forgive. Shutters and boards covered the windows of the house where we used to live. All I have left is a heart full of sorrows, and she said she'd never forgive. both combine, more brighter to more rare, just like a maiden that I know and shared my happy lot. Where we parted when she whispered, "You'll forget me not." We met, I really don't know where, but still it's just the same. For love grows in the busy street as well as in the lane. I gently pressed her tiny hand, one glance at me she shot. She dropped a flower, I picked it up, was a sweet forget-me-not. She's graceful and she's charming like the lilies in the pond. Time is gliding swiftly by, of her I am so fond. The roses and the daisies were blooming around the spot where we parted when she whispered, "You'll forget me not." At last there came a happy time when something that I said, it caused her lips to murmur yes, and shortly we were wed. There is a house down in a lane in a tiny garden spot. There grows a flower, I know it well, it's a sweet forget-me-not. She's graceful and she's charming like the lilies in the pond. Time is gliding swiftly by, of her I am so fond. The roses and the daisies were blooming around the spot where we parted when she whispered, "You'll forget me not." I left my dear old Newfie home in the year of '64. I went to work as a miner boy up in the Labrador. I'd go to work at 8 o'clock and work from there till 5. At supper time you'd see us come with black around our eyes. We'll eat when we are hungry, we'll drink when we are dry. Tobacco when we want to smoke is heaven when we die. If ever I stay in Wabush, it'll have to be my own. I'm just a plain old Newfie, I'm 1,000 miles from home. I met a girl in Wabush and I liked her very well. One evening we went for a walk, we went to the hotel. She ordered up some old champagne with good old Johnny Rye. And when I looked her over, she had black around her eyes. We'll eat when we are hungry, we'll drink when we are dry. Tobacco when we want to smoke, it's heaven when we die. If ever I stay in Wabush, it'll have to be my own. I'm just a plain old Newfie, I'm 1,000 miles from home. One evening after supper time, when all our work was done, we headed for the snake pit, it was there, we had some fun. A waiter came to our table with his white shirt and his tie, and when I looked him over, he had black around his eyes. We'll eat when we are hungry, we'll drink when we are dry. Tobacco when we want to smoke is heaven when we die. If ever I stay in Wabush, it'll have to be my own. I'm just a plain old Newfie, I'm 1,000 miles from home. One day I went to Carroll Lake and a girl I chanced to meet. She took me to her father's house, said, "Here boy, have a seat." He said, "My daughter you will not date," and then I asked him why. "I see you are from Wabush, you got black around your eyes." We'll eat when we are hungry, we'll drink when we are dry. Tobacco when we want to smoke is heaven when we die. If ever I stay in Wabush, it'll have to be my own. I'm just a plain old Newfie, I'm 1,000 miles from home. My name I will not mention in the chorus of the song. I am a good old Newfie, from the Cape Shore I belong. When next August comes around, St. John's I'm gonna fly. I'm sure they all will know me, I'll have black around my eyes. And now my song is ended, friends, and these few words I join. Don't ever let your sons or daughters work for Wabush Mine. To see us coming off for work would make our girlfriends cry, with our hard hats and our glasses and black around our eyes. Here were none of us thinking of danger as the train sped on through the night. The flames from a burning forest made the passengers wild with fright. Then a tiny maid near the window said, "Don't you ever fear. Everybody is safe because my dad is the engineer. My dad is on the engine. Do not be afraid. Daddy knows what he's doing," replied the little maid. "We'll soon be out of danger. Oh, don't you ever fear. Everybody is safe because my dad is the engineer." Sparks falling closely around us, and the train it went so fast. The poor little maiden's father, he brought us all safe at last. The proud sweet face of this lassie, and the words of this calm little dear, will live in my memory forever. My dad is the engineer. My dad is on the engine. Do not be afraid. Daddy knows what he's doing, replied the little maid. We'll soon be out of danger. Oh, don't you ever fear. Everybody is safe because my dad is the engineer. is safe because my dad is the engineer. I have a recollection that I'll cherish all my days, and age makes it dearer day by day. It's a memory of a mother, she smiled in days gone by. She'd driven all my childish thoughts away. She was gentle and so kind, I'll forever bear in mind the many golden lessons she taught me. I have a wealth and earthly power that I'd give all for 1 hour if I could only kneel by mother's knee. I remember in the evening when the fire was burning bright, she called me to her side and said to me, be brave, my boy, be truthful, and never be ashamed of the lessons that you learned by mother's knee. She was gentle and so kind, I'll forever bear in mind the many golden lessons she taught me. I have a wealth and earthly power that I'd give all for 1 hour if I could only kneel by mother's knee. Gentle and so kind, I'll forever bear in mind the many golden lessons she taught me. I have a wealth and earthly power that I'd give all for 1 hour if I could only kneel by mother's knee. As I was walking and rambling one day, I spied a young couple so fondly did stray. One was a young maid so sweet and so fair, and the other one was a soldier and a brave engineer. And they kissed so in confidence and they clung to each other. They went arm in arm down the road like a sister and brother. They went arm in arm down the road till they came to a stream, and they both sat down together, Lord, they heard the nightingale sing. Then out of his knapsack he drew a fine fiddle, and he played her such a merry tune that you never did hear. And he played her such a merry tune that the valley did ring. Oh, stop crying, the fair one, and hear the nightingale sing. And they kissed so in confidence and they clung to each other. They went arm in arm down the road like a sister and brother. They went arm in arm down the road till they came to a stream, and they both sat down together, Lord, they heard the nightingale sing. Oh, now said the fair maid, will you marry me? Oh no, said the soldier, however can that be? For I have a wife at home in the old country, and she is the prettiest thing that you ever did see. And they kissed so in confidence and they clung to each other. They went arm in arm down the road like a sister and brother. They went arm in arm down the Lord, to hear the nightingale sing. Well, I've been up to India for 7 long years, drink a wine and hard whiskey instead of stale beer. And if I return again, it will be in the spring. Then we'll both sit down together, Lord, to hear the nightingale sing. And they kissed so in confidence, and they clung to each other. They went arm in arm down the road like a sister and brother. They went arm in arm down the road till they came to a stream. And they both sat down together, Lord, to hear the nightingale sing. And they both sat down together, Lord, to hear the nightingale sing. I'm thinking tonight, little pal of my dreams, my sweet little queen of the prairie. I'd give this whole world once again just to be with my sweet little queen of the prairie. Oh, queen of the prairie, the queen of my heart. No one will ever take your place in my heart. You're as sweet as the roses bloom along the trail, kissed by the sweet morning dew. There's a pale moon shining tonight, dear. It brings back precious memories. In those moonless beams I'll ride in my dreams with my sweet little queen of the prairie. With the twinkling stars above and the girl that I love, we'll ride those winding trails together. I hope and I pray that someday I may go back to my queen of the prairie. Oh, queen of the prairie, the queen of my heart. No one will ever take your place in my heart. You're as sweet as the roses bloom along the trail, kissed by the sweet morning dew. There's a pale moon shining tonight, dear. It brings back precious memories. In those moonless beams I'll ride in my dreams with my sweet little queen of the prairie. There's a pale moon shining tonight, dear. It brings back precious memories. In those moonless beams I'll ride in my dreams with my sweet little queen of the prairie. With my sweet little queen of the prairie.
In a bar in Toledo, across from the depot, on a bar stool she took off her ring. I thought I'd get closer, so I walked on over, sat down, and asked her her name. When the drinks finally hit her, she said, I'm no quitter, but I finally quit living on dreams. I'm hungry for laughter, and here ever after, I'm after whatever the other life brings. In the mirror I saw him, as I closely watched him, I thought how he looked out of place. He came to the woman, sat down beside her. He had a strange look on his face. His big hands were calloused, he looked like a mountain For a minute I thought I was dead. His body was shaking, his big heart was breaking. He turned to the woman and said, "You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. Four hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times and lived through some sad times, but this time your hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille." After he left us, I ordered more whiskey. I thought how she'd made him look small. From the lights of the bar room to a rented hotel room, we walked without talking at all. She was a beauty, but when she came to me, she must have thought I'd lost my mind. I couldn't hold her, the words that he told her kept coming back time after time. You picked a fine time to leave